Dive into these three major things today. We're going to see how we do this through here. So I think we're moving. Yep. Okay, cool. I can hear you. Let's go for it. Awesome. 5-star service, reflection, and reflect about you guys. So we're going to start here. This is not going to save your ass. This is not going to save your business at all. This is a medium that you are just telling your story to the world what you do. This is a picture of your salon. This is what matters, and this is what will save your salon. This is where you should be spending your time. There was a lady last week, Marie, lovely lady. You know, it's quality over quantity. Stop filling that leaking bucket with clients thinking it's going to save you. Thanks, Jill. It's not going to save you. Every single salon that I know, every single salon from when I started my apprenticeship to now, those who give the best service in town are going to be the busiest in town. Those who care for clients more will be the big rich winners at the end of the day. Simple. It's old school. It's what we did. We're caught up with all this junk of let's do Facebook, let's do Facebook, it's going to save us. No, it's not going to save you. It's going to make you spend more money getting clients into the salon that you're then going to do and lose, and they're never going to come back. We covered this last week about your bad adverts out there. Well, your bad hairdressing, and I'm talking not about you personally. I'm talking about every staff member that you've got working there, every cleaner that you've got working there, every receptionist, every tea maker. Every single part of your salon needs to be securing every client that comes in. If you're losing clients, they don't like what you do. It's nothing to do with hairdressing. Most of it's to do with your service. A 5-star service will win over a client 10 times out of 10. Many years ago, now we're talking old school here, I got told that a salon that gives a 5-star service and an average haircut will make more money than the big famous boys that are superstars. People want to be treated well. They're giving you the money. Hey, 5-star service, you're in the service industry, serve them. That's your job, That's what you do. So be old school about it. Look at your salon. Look at the touch points that you will see people as you go along. Hey, Flick, how are you? Look at them and win them over. Now, let's get this right. I'm not saying to you go and spend $1 million. I'm not saying to you you've got to have the best looking salon in town. I'm not saying you've got to have chandeliers and leather. That's not what it is. You don't have to be Baroque or anything to make you feel fantastic. Everyone's having feathers. Let's have feathers. What I'm saying is if you offer a $5 haircut, give the best service you can for a $5 haircut. If you're charging $100 a haircut, you give the best service for $100 a haircut. That's what I'm talking about. Your job is to look at everything that happens. How you greet a client, how you smile at a client, how you talk to a client, how you do a consultation, how you find out their needs, how you do retail, how you do the wash area, how you do your waxing, how you do your brows, how you do your eyelashes, how you do your talking, how you do your teaching, how you do your reception, how you do your asking at the end, how you do your goodbyes. This is 5-star basic service. And if you don't know it, it's time to dive in and get the bloody thing done. If you're not doing this and you think this is going to save you, you're never, ever going to get past stage 1. You're just not. You're just going to be pouring clients in, you're going to be leaking clients out, and then you'll come to me and you'll go, my Facebook ads don't work anymore. No, because people have tried you and you're crap. It's as simple as that. Think about it. You've got to do this is your number 1 area. Everything stems off this, but this is good. When you're a one-man band, you master this. That's why you get busy really easy, work from home or on your own. It's when you get multiple staff members that this goes wrong because you haven't got eyes everywhere anymore. You take a day off and it all goes to pot. If someone complained in your salon, have you got a procedure for it? You should do. It should be down pat by now. You should be able to look after them clients no matter what. That's a 5-star service. You see, and stop looking at other hairdressers and copying other hairdressers because that's not going to work because they're crap as well. Look outside our industry. Look outside. Look what BMW are doing. Look what Audi are doing. Look what your local cinema's doing. What are they doing to lift their game that you can copy and bring into your salon and be different? Get your team to treat people. When I get people that come to me as an interview, I look at them and I think, yeah, you're great, but you need polishing. You don't talk quite nice. So I teach them how to ask, 5 or 6 questions, how to get it across the line. Because I want them, my clients expect a certain criteria when they come to us, and we teach them how to say things. My bane was, would you like her? Would you like? Would you like? I hated that. Don't go, would you like? I had to teach them to be different when they walk in. They left their persona on the outside and they came into my salon and they were someone new. Yeah, well, hey, you know what, Sam? Yeah, your service is impeccable. I would bet my house on your salon being impeccable. You still lose clients. So, for example, here's why you could lose clients if you're impeccably serviced. Great, you are bringing in the wrong client into the salon. One. Two, they just don't like you. End of. Like, no other reason. They probably didn't like the way you smiled, didn't like your music. It's something really, really non-existent. You're not meant to serve them. That's okay. The average salon will lose about 20% of clients. Now, the scary thing is, this is on back end. This is your regular clients every single week. You're losing 20% naturally. They've just had coffee with somebody who's had their hair done and it looks better than theirs. That's it, right? So you lose, no matter what happens, you lose that, right? But the majority of people who get a brand spanking new client will only keep 17% out of 100. 17 out of 100. So when they come once, your figures get blown up, say it looks like you're busy, but they're not coming back because that's it. If you're really good, Sam, and I know you are, which means you're going to hit the top number, that is only 50%. So if you have 40 people come to your salon per month, you're only going to keep 20. I don't know any salon that keeps more than that. I know your computer system tells you otherwise, but I'm telling you differently because I know I've dived into them all. So if you're really good, you're going to keep 2 out of 1. So if you've got your Facebook ads and you know you're getting 5 clients a week, you're only really going to keep 2.5 guys. And that is if you're impeccable like Sam. That's it. If you're the best of the best, you're only going to keep 50%. The rest just not going to like you, or you're too expensive. There's a million reasons they're going to use not to come back. Just wasn't what they thought. But indirectly, you know, your figures are good. They are. I mean, I think Sam, by the way, if anyone doesn't know Sam there, I'll be following her on Facebook. I'll be following her on her website. She has things down pat. Check her out. Next one, a reflection of me. My wake-up call. Hey, I had a wake-up call this week. You don't have an aha moment? I had this aha moment yesterday. I made a bet with my wife yesterday. I did. I didn't have. We shook hands. How bad's that? I told her I wouldn't do anything ever again. I have people watching me now to make sure my wake-up call. I woke up yesterday. I woke up and realized, you know what? This is me. Today's a new day, which is I'm trying to get in too much. So my wake-up call was yesterday. Today's a new day. I have this thing, and it's really good for me. It's helped me a lot in my salon life. You guys need to have this in place. For me, it's like deal and move on. Deal and move on. And I can deal with things really quickly because many times over the years, I've held on to it for way too long. It's actually been detrimental to my business. So I deal things really quickly. Yesterday, I had this big, fat wake-up call. It was a bit like I was sitting there watching TV and someone walked in with this big, large salmon and smacked me across the face. And I went, wow, like, wow, you've been an idiot, Richard. But you know what? Idiot no more. That's cool. So yeah, today's a new day. I'm a new day. I have a new mindset, which is fantastic, and I'm going to move on. It's as easy as that. I now know my calling, and you're going to find out what my calling is as it goes through the next few months or so, but my calling is on its way. So I had this wake-up call. I just thought, you know what, Richard, you're a muppet. Like, really, I'm sorry, guys, but I was a muppet. And I'm one of these people that I put my hand up and go, you know what, I made a few mistakes, hey. So I want to say I made a few mistakes. So I've now diverted. I've checked my path. I've gone slightly off path for some reason, pulling myself back on path. So my reflection this week, which I can come back to you slightly, is you know, you got to sometimes realize these aha moments or these mistakes that you make and go, why would I ever have done that in the first place? So there you go. By the way, it's not a big thing. This is my reflection. It's big for me. It makes me feel sick in my stomach. It made me feel really bad internally. And it was like my gut feeling was right all the time. I went against my gut, and you know what? It's all good. That's me. I see these things, and I can move on really quickly. And most of you salon owners, when I was at Summit, I was saying to a lot of the owners, you know, every moment you're thinking about the past, every moment you're thinking about what the salon owner did to you when she left you, is every minute you're not concentrating on growing your business. It's a fact. Me, I woke up. It was like, bang. Hey, you know what, Richard? You've been a muppet. Get over yourself. I'm over myself. Move on. So I'm going to take this over here to reflection, which is also, they both went in hand this week. I'm sorry, I'm turning around, so I've got the mic on through here. I wanted you to reflect to you. I dived in this week. I did a post earlier on, love and hate, right? So do you love things and hate things at the same time? I love diving into people's businesses, finding out their profit and loss, going through all their finances for the last year, diving into their computer system, find out every staff takings and product and gift vouchers and on and on and on, and finding the mystery. Love it. Hate it because literally it's a bit like when I've done a 4-hour day, it feels like I've done a 10-hour day. It's draining, it really is. Anyway, I did 3 this week. It's a big week for me. I did 3 dive-ins, really started to look at all that. Yeah, good on you. I did 3 of these things, and the one thing I want to remember, we talk about old school stuff that we are, like, you need to stop. Like, I think the one thing that helped me many years ago is I purposely made myself stop every quarter to stop and reflect. Now, I don't care where you are now, I don't care, but you need to stop, go into a park, go to the beach, whatever is near you. Book out half a day in your salon and sit there with some figures in front of you. Like, your figures are going to tell you your real story that's going on, right? And sit there and look at them and reflect on what you're doing and why you're doing it. I see too many salon owners that are absolutely killing it. I mean, killing it, but also killing themselves. Like, it's out of whack. And a reflection, a sit down and a reflection on yourself. You need to know this stuff. I had a conversation with a lady, one of my UK people, and I had a couple of conversations with her this week. And if you don't know me by now, I'm going to tell you who I am. So I don't deal well with crying. I don't do that. It's like, wipe yourself down and get a move on. And I think that we had a little chat together, and I sort of said to her straight up, the reason that this happened was because of your mistake. Your ignorance has made this drama happen. And she says to me, it was like a kick in the stomach. That was what it was like. I kicked her when she was down. But the fact is, that is the truth. If you are in a mess, if you're not making money, if you're not doing well, if you're not getting abundance for all your hard work, you're a fool. And you need to stand and take stock. And that means taking a half a day off, losing some bloody money, sitting at the beach and have yourself a plan ready to go. And then implement that plan. Make action and do the bloody thing. I'm telling you, that's the reason. Most of you sit your head in the sand and think you're going to work your way through it. You never do. Somebody needs to turn around to you and go, you know what? The reason you're in a mess is because of you. You've cocked up. Admit it and move on. This is me. I cocked up and moved on pretty quickly. I'm good at that now because I've made so many messes and I've sat there and put my head in the sand for weeks and weeks and weeks. Many years ago. It's no good for you. It really isn't. But I want to be old school about this, right? If you have a business that's not making profit, you don't have a business at all. You don't. Like, it's really bad. It's like having a mortgage and not afford to pay the mortgage, but you're borrowing money for people to keep paying the mortgage. You're stupid. Think about it. But you can get out of it really fast, but you've got to stop. You've got to stop and think. Why am I not making money? Why are my staff not busy? Why am I losing clients? Why can I not attract new clients? Then you have to act. The amount of times that I hear this story, I haven't got enough clients. What are you going to do about it? Oh, I don't know. I've tried Facebook. It doesn't work. Okay, that's it. What do we do before Facebook? You know, I had salons before Facebook, by the way. Most of us did. Facebook is not a fuel to keep you busy. Facebook could disappear, and if it did, you'd all be stuck, wouldn't you? You were not to do. Think, guys. Look at you. How do you spend your money? Do you go on Facebook to buy a car? Do you go on Facebook to buy a house? Do you go on Facebook to buy a sofa? Of course you don't. But you expect your people to go on Facebook and buy a haircut or a wax. It's ridiculous. You go on there because you want to be part of the WOMO crowd, you know? You want to know what's going on around the world. It's as simple as that. Oh, don't leave me out. I want to find out what my friends are liking. That's what you're doing, really. But indirectly, you're trying to think that Facebook is going to get you some clients. It's not. This is going to get you clients. Now, let me tell you, like, a little bit of reflection for you guys. If you guys are feeling the pain, if you guys are finding it hard, there's only one way that you're going to get out of this, and that's to work your way out of it. If you're struggling, like I got told many years ago from my coach, a normal salon in this country needs about $30,000 that you'll never see. We call it cash flow. It's a $30,000 invisible money that you can't spend that you need to actually have in the bank, which is not in the bank, that's floating in midair. 30,000. That means that when bills come in, it gets spent, but that 30,000 cushion makes you stay on track. The thing is, what most people do, Hey, you know what, anything. The most people do is they're spending money that's not theirs. Like they have a really good month, but it's their rent money, it's the tax money, the VAT money, the staff money, and they're borrowing it to pay other bills, and then you get behind. You need to get that ahead. About 30k you need. So in the UK, it's about £15,000 you need extra as a buffer, which keeps all the ebb and flow of your salon going. We don't even do that. We just open and hope for the best. It's ridiculous. So you need to stop and reflect. The 3 salons that I worked at this week, and I love the fact that I work and we dive in. It's like a detective. We dive in, try and find out what it is. And when you find it, it's like, aha. And now we're at the stage. I've got 3 salons. We're at this aha. Okay, here's a plan, guys. I've put you out a month-by-month plan, how to turn your salon around like that. I'm talking huge, big money. Done, right? Now it's down to them. Now it's down to the implementation of them. I can't do that. You're the one who's got to pull in the purse strings. It's as simple as that. It's housekeeping, guys. Old school stuff. So that was my week. Hey, I had a huge week. I really did. I'm actually going away today. I'm going away for a few days. So I'm going to be working. It's a working holiday. So I love working holidays. So got some books that I want to read. Thanks for sending me the books. You know who you are. Got 3 books that I want to dive into. I've got a personal course. I don't know how I'm going to cram it all in actually, but anyway, I'm going to try. So remember, this is just a medium. It could be anything. You've got to know your clients. It's part of what you do. You've got to wear different hats. That's just who you are. But this is what really happens. When people come to you, it's like, oh, my rebooks are down. Your rebooks are down because of you. You haven't mastered the service. It's as simple as that. Think about it, guys. When someone comes to you, they've come to you with a problem. Your job is to fix it. They need a need. So fix it. Then they have a desire. What's the next stage? They want to look good all the time. Fix that as well. Have a plan for these people. Have a plan for your staff. Have a plan for you. It's really hard, hey? It really is. So guys, just by the way, one more thing as we go through. Coming to the UK. Woohoo! Yes, I am. I didn't know what I was doing. I got a few people that have already booked me. You know who you are. I don't know if I'm going to come. I don't know. I don't know if I want one event and get everybody in. But like I said at the beginning, it's going to be small. It's going to be intimate. I want to physically talk to these people. So what I probably will do is something along the lines of, send me your profit and loss. I'll do a plan. We'll do a forecast for 3 years so you have something to work through for the next 3 years so you have a personal plan. Then I want to do like a bit of a seminar that went off at Summit. Really good, how to get millennials to make your salon great. So how to build that team to follow you to your dream. And then I'm going to probably try to do like a one-on-one session with some of you guys to try and sort of go, okay, what are your concerns? How can we deal with it? And then I might do a follow-up a few weeks after that with each and every one of you. So it's going to be quite a nice package I'm going to put together, because I don't just want to do a talk and go, oh, there you go, guys, go and sort yourself out. I don't want that. I want to actually change people's lives. That's the point. Change people's lives. So I need to know about you. I need to dive into the computer system, get all the dirt out, clean it all up and hand it back to you and go, you know what, guys, this is the plan. If you increase your average bill by $10 and decrease your stock by 2%, and if you decrease your wage by 1% and you're up this by 2%, you're going to get 100,000 at the end of the year, and year after and year after. That's what I want to do for you guys. So that's what I'm going to offer. So I don't want it too big. I'd rather charge you more money and have less. That's what I think anyway. So it's on the plan. We'll see how we go. I've got a few people over there that can help me organize that, which is top. So, okay, less about me. It's not about sales talk. 5-star, guys, get back to basics. If you don't know how to do 5-star, you're going to have to learn. And the best way to learn, go and have a weekend away somewhere at a nice 5-star hotel. Simple as that. I'll tell you one thing that I find is beautiful as a 5-star, and I think there's a good hotel that does this. I've seen it in many books, so they're very famous for this. If you see a problem in your salon, you now own the problem. How's that? Hey, I mean, how's that? Think about it. Like in my salon and every salon I know, if someone comes in and goes, oh, I got tint on my shoe, or I've tint on my handbag, which has happened to me, by the way, or my hair's not good, we point the blame and everybody, oh, it's not me, let me get you the manager, let me get you this. Nah. A really good service is every single person that hears that complaint takes that complaint as theirs and deals with it. Think about that. You know, your 16-year-old junior is there, and in walks somebody with a complaint, and she deals with it. She's now in charge. She has the authority to deal with it there and then. That is great customer service. That lifts you higher up. That's just one thing. If someone came to complain, Why do you have to argue? Oh, you pay by credit cards, give me the credit card back and all that rubbish. You know what? Nah, it's here's your money. I don't care how you give it them. You make them feel 110% better when they complain. Like, thank them for complaining. Because let me tell you this, the people that don't tell you what's wrong with your salon are the ones that you don't know why they're leaving, and you really should get them to complain, because when they complain, they become clients for life because they know they can always talk to you and they can always deal with it. You go and complain somewhere, and I think about if you've ever complained about anything in your life, you go back and complain and they're not nice, that you're never going back, full stop. I judge people on how they complain. That's one element. You know, I judge people when I walk into a room if they don't smile at me. I feel awkward. I'm not coming back. I don't care how good the food is. You just treating me like dirt. These are little things that we do. You know, I talked about two stories, which I'm not going to go through today because I don't want to be on here too long for you guys. But you know what? Old school. This is where the money is. This is where staff stay longer. This is actually where the clients will stay longer and you get the money. It's old school stuff. It's bread and butter. Hey Liz, how are you? Hey, I'm coming down your neck of the woods today. I'm going to go down there. I had a warning that it's actually going to be pretty rainy down there. I got a weekend down there, so we shall see how it goes. Yeah, old school stuff. You know what? This is what makes you busy. This is the referral system. Oh, I need a referral system. What have you got, Richard, that can get me clients? Do some bloody good work. Look after your clients, and they're going to tell 10 people today. That's what it used to be like. It's still the same. You know, you sit there and have coffee and someone goes, oh, your hair looks nice. Well, let me tell you what they did for me today. I'm going to tell you a story. This is a story. It's a true story against me. Okay, this is against me, so I can't. So this is like a negative Richard McCabe. Okay, I had this salon, I had this lady that worked for me for 7 years, beautiful lady, went off, opened her own business, hacked all my clients and talked to clients, then attacked my staff and took my staff over to her salon. She now has this salon down the road. It's mine. It's a mimic of me. It had my systems because she knew them. It has my prices because she knows them. It is just my salon with a different name. Okay, so obviously I had a little bit of a grudge against her. Okay, so we get that now. You get the story. My wife goes for a massage, right? Here's the guy going to massage my wife, and he's massaging away, or whatever you call it, whatever he does is, you know, rubbing her stuff and everything like that. Yeah, thanks, Liz. Hey, Sandra, how are you? How are you? Okay, so back to the story quickly. So my wife's there, you know, getting the massage, and this guy is a guy, right, with a number 2 shave, whichever you guys know, it's just a bold haircut, and she's massaging her away, and he went, hey, how's your day been? And she said, yeah, it's been okay. I mean, crap talk, but anyway, shouldn't talk about products, shouldn't they? But anyway, and off he goes, right? And his next thing that comes out of his mouth is, to my wife, like, he doesn't know my wife from Adam, is, had a haircut today. And he went on through the whole hour massage, how he went to this salon, you know, the opposite salon we hate, right? And how she gave him a beer and a massage and how she was nice. My systems, I may add, right? My wife had to sit there and the bane of it all, hearing how good. This guy told my wife, right, whatever time she went in, he's probably told 20 people how good his number 2 shave was. I can train a monkey in a day to do a number 2 shave, let's be honest. He never stopped droning on how good this haircut was, because that's what he enjoyed, was the service. He enjoyed the fact that he went in, he got a beer, he got a bit of a chat, he was given a TV, he had a massage and a watch, which he doesn't normally get as a tradie. That's what they thought he was. Think about it. That is how you build your salon. It's as simple as that. Let's talk to Liz. Hey Liz, I don't care about the weather because I want to be sitting there reading books. That's it. We're going to go down with the dogs today. We've got a house right near the beach, Wari Beach or Wary Beach. You probably know where it is more than I do. And I'm just going to walk the dogs. I don't care if it's raining. And then I'm just going to sit inside, read some books, maybe do a business course if I can. And that's about it. So I don't care about the weather. My wife's doing a gardening course. She'll be out in the rain. Bad for her. Sandra Morris, high five to you. You know I'm coming over soon. We should do a catch up, you know. I'm going to come over in... I think I'm in there in May, then I go to Italy. June, about June I should be back, so I might say hi to you when I'm there. Okay, this girl, by the way, just that's a shout out to me, Sandra Morris. Check her out. She was my very, 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 very first apprentice when I got a salon. So when I got my very first salon, many, many years ago, I was only about 10 when I got my salon. Sandra was my very first year ever, and she stayed with me I think for about 8 years, and I think she stayed with me until I left to come to Australia. So big shout out to you, Sandra. You know me inside out and backwards. You know my bad traits because you know how bad my salon was and also how good. You never got to see my new salon over here though, which is such a shame, such a shame. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Hey, Flick, how are you going? So, and anyone have any questions, you can throw them at me. Otherwise, I don't want to bore you rigid. You've heard my story. But just so you know, guys, I love to do this for me. High five Richard for the wake-up call. High five me. High five me. You know what? Because he moved on fast. You're the same, guys. Move it on. Move it on. Yeah, just down a little bit further than you. That's good. I'm going to head down to the. I might do a drive around Wollongong area because I used to go there quite regularly. Just have a look around. I do whatever I like. I've got 2 days to kill, Saturday and Sunday. Nice and easy. Cool. So reflection for you guys. Stop. Take some time off. Take half a day off from your salon. Get your books. Because do you know what, you guys? I'm going to have one more pain at you, which I didn't really want to do that, but I'm going to. You was with Phil and Steph yesterday. Awesome. Yeah, I spoke to Phil the other day. Actually, I'm going to do a bit of a thing with him. Anyway, you guys, here we go. Your reflection. I'm going to have one more dig at you. Oh, don't shout the messenger. Hey, it's not my fault. This is it, right? Don't be so bloody lazy. Like, really? Yeah. Don't be so lazy, guys. How many people out there just get their books, get their money, get their life, which is what it is, and they shove it to this person they call the bookkeeper and say, deal with it. I don't want to deal with it, deal with it. You don't even know what the numbers mean. You need to know what the numbers mean. You need to know how much you're spending. A report every month and you go, oh, hey, what does that mean? Oh, forget it, I'm going to carry on doing hair. Don't be so lazy, guys. You need to know this. You're a business owner, which means you need to know about your business. You just need to know, you know? Need to know. You really do. Awesome. I am going to finish. I've told you off enough. I've told you about me. Hey, I'm human like you guys. I cock up just like you guys do. I just move on faster now. I've learned. Get over it. The amount of times that I droned on with a male person in the UK. You know who it is, Sandra. I had this male guy working for me. I kept him way too long. 2 years too long, but you know that. Anyway, yeah, 5-star service, old school. Look after your clients, look after your staff, and give them some love. That is how you're going to grow your salon. Spend your time mastering how to give a 5-star service as opposed to how to master Facebook. Facebook's good. It's a tool. You know, this... If you do it, by the way, I'm going on again, I'm sorry. By the way, if you do a proper list of every new client that comes through your door, and I ask this all the time to every salon owner I take on, where are your clients coming from? And they'll go, Google and Facebook is where we get most of our clients. And first thing I think is you must be bad. You must be bad. Do you know why you must be bad? Because no matter what, 75 and 80% of your clients should come from referral. That means they've left you and told the world how good you are. And if it's not top, if Facebook is top, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm telling you now, you should be embarrassed to tell me that your Facebook is where all your clients come from. Because that's telling me that your clients aren't telling anybody about you. Which means that you're not leaving a memory to them. You just, I don't know, a place to go and get a haircut. Think about it, guys. You know, think about it. Yes, you know, but I'm telling you the truth. It's like me, the fish with the salmon. When someone smacked me last night across the TV, you know, when I was watching. Anyway, when I was just sitting there reflecting, watching TV, and I thought, oh my God, Richard, smack. That's what you guys need this morning. Look at your new clients. Think about the list. I have a checklist. Every month I reflect on where my clients come from. I'm left. You see, your bread and butter, this is your bread and butter. This is what's going to keep you alive, right? Should come from referral. Should come from the fact that you're doing a bloody good job. Okay? You've then got 25% that we call the cream. That's where the money is. That's what's going to build you your beach house. That's what you get extra. You know, your bigger tickets, people from outside. But you're working continually on your bread and butter. What I'm seeing all the time is that people think this is their bread and butter. Oh, let's do an offer on Facebook over and over again. I've got 55,000 likes for that post. Really? Think about it, guys. That is a tool to get you your cream, not your bread and butter. So I applaud you this week. Implement one thing, just one thing this month. We've just started. Let's do it. This month, do one thing for me, okay? And come to me personally, message me. I want to know. I want you to track every client. So every new client that comes through, get a big scrap piece of paper and just write their name and where they come from. Their name and where they come from. Get a junior to do it. Leave it by the till and just ask them, Can you tell me how you heard of us? Write it down and find out what percentage comes from you doing a good job as opposed to being the marketing guy. What business do you want to be in? You know, think about it. Sorry, guys, I went off on a tangent there. I didn't mean to. Yeah. I mean, it's a fact. You go to a restaurant, if it's really good, as bloody hairdressers like this will tell a million people. Yeah, because that's what everybody does. But if they're coming to you and they're not telling anybody, you know what? You're crap. You're just doing a job. You're called to do more than a job. You want to grow your salon? I've never seen a salon in my life that gives 5-star service that's scratching the bottom of the barrel. Never. They're always busy because that's your bread and butter, not your cream. Don't get it the wrong way around, guys, because that's what we're trying to do. It's Facebook. Oh, no, hold on. Insta. Get over yourselves. It's good old-fashioned service. Dive in. Look at your team. If you're not getting enough referrals, you're going to have to spend some time, money, and effort working on your team to get this service impeccable. Because that's how you grew a business. And one more thing, and that's, I promise I'm done. One more thing. I spoke to a guy the other day. He's supposed to be a CEO expert of ad clicks on Google. And he says to me, he said, why are you even in business? And I said, what do you mean? He said, surely you get this salon and you tell them, just do free haircuts for 2 weeks and then rebook them all in because you're fantastic. And I thought that's pretty basic, isn't it? But it's true. You know, Tammy, if you get to listen to this, Tammy, you did the same. Tammy came to me for some advice and I said to her, do free haircuts if that's what you want to do when you open your salon. She's booked out solid now. You know, 6 weeks later, she comes to me and she went, I can't get anyone else in. If you're good enough, you've got a good service, they'll come back, I assure you. That's not going to be your lifeline. That's your cream. That's your canal boat. That's what that is. It's your extra money. This is your bread and butter. Old school time, guys. All right, that's enough. I'm droning. I need a drink. Time to go. Have a cracking Friday, guys. I'm going away, so I'm going to have a few days off. Need to message me. I will be online because I'm doing a bit of work. My brain will be switched on through there. And high five to you all. Take some time out. Remember, do your homework. Do your homework, guys. 1 month. Send it to me. Prove to me that you're good enough. Prove to me. Prove to yourself you're good enough. I dare you. No worries, Sandra. Have a great evening over there in the UK. We're just slightly going into autumn. You're praying for sun. Catch you all later. Thanks, guys.